Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Here in the US, and in this video we're going to be making a card with this beautiful art gallery stamp set and coordinating dies from the Stampin' Up! January to June mini catalog 2021. So let's look at our elements for this card. I chose Pool Party 5.5 by 8.5 for the base. I have a piece of the Fine Art Gallery Designer Series paper, and I'm using this side of the designer paper that is more of a texture, and this is cut at 4 by 5.25. I have another piece of Pool Party that is cut at 3.25 by 4.25. And then some of the Golden Garden Specialty Designer Series paper, which is an acetate with gold accents. This is cut at 3 by 4. And then I have a piece of basic white. It's 3 by 5.25, and we're going to be doing some die cutting with that. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and do the stamping first and the die cutting. So I'm going to take some Old Olive ink, which is in the designer paper, and I'm going to ink this up in Old Olive and then just stamp it here toward the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to get my Stampin' Pierce mat. It's a little easier with photopolymer to have this padding underneath that. And I'm using Pool Party ink, and I'm going to stamp with a solid large floral image. And I'm going to ink this up. Okay, and let me see. I'm going to stamp off and check that color. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp up here. All right, and then I'm going to take the outline or the accent image that will overlay that top floral, ink that up, and this time I'm not going to stamp off. I'm just going to line it up over top. Try not to get my head in the camera, and stamp so you can see that two-tone look. Okay, all right, let me get the ink pads out of the way, and I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so we have this. Got to open it up. So cute and fun to use. And then I'm going to get my plates and my platform. Okay, this is one, so that goes on the bottom. Then I'm going to put this one on top, and then I'm going to take the large floral, wait, excuse me, I forgot two, then the paper, and then line that up. And I'm going to try to cut both of these at the same time. I'm going to get a little bit of a Post-it note and hold this one in place. Okay, and then let's get the leaf and stem die, and I'm going to do the same thing with this other piece of Post-it note. Let's see if I can get this running through. Okay, so the width, you need to have your width of your paper not much, about 3.5 inches. Okay, and so let me just roll that through. All right, see how we did here. Oh, just right. Okay, and here's our stem and leaves. I'm going to put my dies back and get my little machine out of the way. It's so light and easy to move around. So now we're going to start building up on our card. We have our stamp pieces here, and I previously had done the sentiment, which I'll show you in just a minute. But let's go ahead and build up from our base. Pool Party, 5.5 by 8.5. Match the corners. Take a bone folder and give it a good crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Designer Series paper, and that is going to go over top just like that. So I'm going to get some Stampin' Seal. I have some of my gilded leafing on it, which shouldn't matter, hopefully. Let's get that down. Have a little sparkle on the back here. Okay, I'm just going to line this up, going equidistant from the two sides and the top and the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to take this Pool Party piece. I believe that was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then this acetate with the gold, that's 3 by 4. And I know that this is going to go over top, and I want to try to hide my adhesive. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of Stampin' Seal just behind this, right here, and put that over top. And that's going to go there, and that's going to hold that on nicely. I can get it straight there. And the die cut image is going to cover that adhesive, because adhesive will show through your acetate or vellum. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this flower and put it over top here. This bottom one is getting in my way here, at an angle. And then the leaf and stem, I'm going to put like that. And let's see if I can get a little bit. This is where liquid glue may have come in super handy, but I think with the adhesive on the leaves, we're going to do just fine. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the top of the card. Let's go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this layer, and then pop that down equidistant from the two sides of the designer paper, and then the top and bottom. And then I have two other elements here. This is some of the, gosh, is this the gilded ribbon or the gold? There's the name escapes me right now, but I have that as a little accent piece down here. So I am going to use a couple of glue dots to hold that in place. So let me get this here, and let's put that down there. Easier to put it on the paper or on the cardstock base than to try to put it on the ribbon. Live and learn. All right, and then I have this happy birthday sentiment from the set and cut out with one of those dies, and that is going to go over top just like that. But I think I'm going to use mini Stampin' Dimensionals on that and pop that up a little bit. These are just the right size for this particular sentiment and this die. So let's press in the center there and pull these up. Okay, and then I'm going to, that's a little frayed, but I'm going to fix it. Put it over the top right there. I'm going to get my ribbon scissors, and I'm going to give this a little cut right here. Okay, now to add to this, I chose some of the holiday rhinestones from the annual catalog, in this pool party color, and they are perfect for this particular project. Put that over the top. Again, those are holiday rhinestones. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella pen, and to give it a little sparkle, I'm going to go over those highlighted darker areas with my Wink of Stella and give it a little sparkle there. Okay, just a little bit of shimmer. And then for the inside, I stamped off for the solid image and the old olive stem, stamped off on scrap paper, then stamped on my basic white 4 by 5 1/4. And that way, if you're writing a message, you can write it over the stamped image, and that won't obstruct your message. Just like that. Okay. There is our card for today using the Art Gallery stamp set and coordinating dies. If you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, where you'll have all the details and the products used for this particular card. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.